the Director of Education Initiatives with NeedyMeds. Thanks so much for joining me to learn about our organization. Before we get started, I'm going to offer a few tips so you can make the most out of our presentation. First of all, you can ask questions at any time by typing them into the questions or chat section of your GoToWebinar control panel. Just know I will reserve answering questions until the end. If I don't get a chance to answer your specific question, I will follow up with you by email, but of course, I will also share the contact information for NeedyMeds at the end. This webinar is being recorded and will be uploaded onto the NeedyMeds YouTube channel, which we hope you subscribe to. And please check out the handout section of that GoToWebinar control panel. That's where I loaded some materials I thought you'd be interested in. With today's presentation, I'm going to talk to you about what NeedyMeds is. We'll talk about what healthcare savings resources we offer. We'll get to chat about our drug discount card and how it can help you, your family, friends, loved ones, patients, or clients. I'll share other educational resources we have. And I'll offer some easy ways to stay in touch with us and up to date on healthcare topics. So let's get started with what is NeedyMeds. We're a national nonprofit co-founded about 25 years ago by a retired family physician, Dr. Richard Sagel, and his friend, Libby Overly, who was a medical social worker. On your screen is our mission statement, but simply put, NeedyMeds connects people to healthcare savings resources and educational information. And we do that free and anonymously through our helpline, 1-800-503-6897, and our website, needymeds.org. And as I said, I will share that contact information again at the end of the presentation. So let's talk about how you can find healthcare savings resources on our website. So you simply go to needymeds.org and click on the Healthcare Savings tab. That's where a drop-down menu will appear, where you will find all these different categories, which are ways to save on medications and other healthcare costs, including saving on prescriptions with our patient assistance programs and our $4 generic drug discount programs that you can find in that top left box, our free low-cost and sliding scale clinics section, coupons, rebates, and more, diagnosis information pages and diagnosis-based assistance programs in the top center category, our COVID-19 Resources Center. You can find assistance with medical transportation costs, retreats, camps, recreational programs, educational scholarships, and government programs. And of course, you can find a link to the NeedyMeds drug discount card on the bottom right, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Now, those are a lot of categories, so I'm going to take some time to explain what each of them offer. Patient assistance programs, to get started, are usually supported by pharmaceutical companies and most of the time offer free, some of the time deeply discounted, prescription drugs, usually name brand to those that qualify. If you're looking for help affording a brand name drug, begin your search here, as these patient assistance programs offer the most savings. Also in that top left-hand box, you will find the $4 generic drug discount program section. That's a great resource for finding generic medications for a discounted price. If you're in need of affordable primary and preventive care, search the free, low-cost, or sliding scale clinic section for convenient locations for medical, dental, mental health, or substance use disorder clinics. There's more than 18,000 clinics nationwide in this category. The coupons, rebates, and more section will connect you to discounted over-the-counter drugs, prescription meds, and medical supplies. In the top center under that healthcare savings dropdown, you will find diagnosis information pages, and they're exactly what they sound like. They're pages dedicated to specific conditions or diagnoses where you can find educational information and healthcare savings resources. Underneath that, you'll find the popular diagnosis based assistance programs category. For the most part, this section does not include cost savings for medicines. What it does include instead are savings options for other medical expenses related to diagnoses, such as maybe you're looking for help affording durable medical equipment, need money to take time off for respite care, require help with living expenses while receiving treatment, you need help affording testing supplies, or even help getting a service animal. Basically, any healthcare related expense that is not a medication that you need help affording, you'd want to check out this section. And as you could tell by the examples I gave, the programs vary greatly in the cost savings they provide for different healthcare expenses. Now, like so many in our country, if you or your family members or friends, patients, or clients have been impacted by the pandemic, you can check out our COVID-19 Resource Center. It's full of programs for those still experiencing financial hardships and struggling with healthcare expenses due to the coronavirus. Now, oftentimes, getting to and from a doctor or a specialized facility can cause a financial burden. Look for a program that can help you afford medically related transportation expenses under the medical transportation section. We also have categories that provide camps, retreats, recreational programs, and educational scholarships for people of all ages living with specific diagnoses. And the government program section is another important destination to search for government funded healthcare programs in your state. Now, let's transition to talk about another important way you can save money, which is with the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card. The drug discount card offers those not using insurance a way to lower the price of their medications. Like other drug discount cards, the user takes the card to the pharmacy along with the prescriptions and saves. Now, the card can come in a plastic format like the one you just saw. Looks like a credit card. It can come in this paper format, or you can download it as an app for free from the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Now, we know that you're aware there are other drug discount cards out there, but the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card is free and anonymous. We do not track your personal data, so confidentiality is guaranteed. There is no registration, no enrollment, there are no residency requirements, and the card does not need to be activated. I'm happy to share with you that the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card is accepted in more than 65,000 pharmacies nationwide. Now, the drug discount card can be used to save on prescription medications. It can be used to save on over-the-counter prescriptions, medications, and supplies, as long as they're written as prescriptions, excuse me. And you can even use the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card to save on human equivalent pet meds purchased at a regular pharmacy. So the big question is, who can use the card? And the simple answer is anyone. The only rule is it cannot be combined with insurance. So, if you are uninsured, you can use the card anytime. If you do have insurance, you may choose to use the card instead. And you may do that if, for example, you find your medication isn't covered under your insurance, you find yourself in a coverage gap, you have a high copay, you have a high deductible, or maybe you've exceeded a cap for drug coverage. So now let's talk about how to get your drug discount card and the tools to use to maximize savings. Simply go to needymeds.org and you'll see that there is an arrow on the left-hand side that reads Get Your Needy Meds Drug Discount Card. You may remember that on the bottom right under that Healthcare Savings tab, there was a link also to the Needy Meds Drug Discount Card. Both of these will take you to the Needy Meds Drug Discount Card page. This is where you can print out the downloadable PDF. You can download the app for free from Google Play or the iTunes App Store. You can fill out a form. This is where you'll get to choose a design of your plastic drug discount card. You can mail us a self-addressed stamped envelope. Of course, you can always reach out to our call center counselors, and they'll be happy to drop one or a few in the mail for you. Now, if you scroll to the middle of this drug discount card page, you will find the pharmacy search. All you'd have to do is type in your zip code to see what pharmacies in your area accept the Needy Meds Drug Discount Card. Under the pharmacy search at the very bottom of the page, you will find our drug pricing calculator. This is where you can find out how much the drug will cost using the Needy Meds Drug Discount Card. The idea is that you will have your card, know what pharmacies in your area accept it, and know how much your medication will cost using the drug discount card before you head out the door. So let's transition to talk about ways you can stay in touch with us. On the top right of needymeds.org, you will see a bunch of icons, including social media, such as Facebook and Twitter, which we hope you follow us on. You can find the YouTube icon next to that with the rest of the social media icons. We hope that you subscribe to that. We upload all webinars, videos, and presentations to our YouTube channel. And if you subscribe, you'll be notified when they're added. That way you won't have to miss out on anything. You can find Needy Meds on LinkedIn. We also encourage you to subscribe to our blog, The Needy Meds Voice, where you can read timely, provocative pieces on healthcare-related topics. My friend and colleague, Evan, is the editor for The Needy Meds Voice, and he's a talented writer, so check that out. You can also follow us on Pinterest and Instagram. I also want to point out that next to that Healthcare Savings tab, you will find the Education tab. Under this is a drop-down menu where you will find resources for you. Oops, sorry, I jumped ahead. Under the resources for you, you will find our subscription services. Here you can order print materials such as a bulk supply of our drug discount cards and brochures, and sign up for email alerts about program changes. In the middle section, you can sign up for upcoming webinars, our monthly e-newsletter, and learn about becoming a Needy Meds volunteer ambassador. Also, if you're here representing an organization, check out the Partner with Needy Meds category. You can learn about becoming a Needy Meds Drug Discount Card partner, and check out our partnership brochure. Now, I also want to take a moment to point out that we do host additional websites. Free Clinic Finder is where you can go to locate affordable, convenient healthcare providers. bmedwise.org, sorry about that, is an educational website dedicated to the safe use, storage, and disposal of meds for better health. SafeNeedleDisposal.org will show you how and where to safely throw away home-generated sharps and needles. And PlanForPassingOn.org is a website designed to help you plan for your death as well as the passing of loved ones. As promised, as we get to those questions that are coming in, I want to leave up our contact information. But before I get to that, here's a reminder how to submit questions. You can type them into that question section, and some of you, it may be the chat section of the GoToWebinar control panel. So please check those out. Please submit it that way. As promised, here's the contact information. If you are interested in ordering a bulk supply of our drug discount cards, drop an email to info@needymeds.org. Any questions about this webinar or partnership opportunities, drop me an email at carla@needymeds.org. That's Carla with a C. And on the bottom, you will find our helpline, toll-free phone number, 1-800-503-6897. Our counselors are available to help you weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and we do have Spanish-speaking counselors. And of course, our website, needymeds.org. So let's get to some of those questions coming in. One question is, let's see, how does Needy Meds support itself? We actually get that question, as you would imagine, quite a bit. As a national nonprofit, we do rely on grants as well as donations, and we could always use your support. So you can visit needymeds.org. In the top right-hand side, you will find a big button that says Donate Now. If you do have some room in your budget to support the work we do, any dollar amount does make a difference. I recommend that you go there. So again, we do, of course, rely on grants and donations. We do get a transaction fee every time our drug discount card is used. We license some of our data. We have vetted partners that we will advertise on needymeds.org. And let's see, another way we support ourselves, we do sell a software called PAP Tracker. This is as I said, it's a software designed to help clinics, businesses, organizations eliminate the administrative burden of manually submitting and tracking patient assistance program applications. If you're interested in learning more about that or setting up a demonstration for you and your team, go ahead and click on the Education tab on needymeds.org. In that drop-down menu on the left-hand side, you will find a link for PAP Tracker, so check that out. So those are some of the ways that Needy Meds does support itself. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about that, on the top right of our homepage, you'll see a button, a hyperlink that says About Us. That'll bring you to a page, and there'll be a bunch of hyperlinks on that page. You will find one that is a link for the Needy Meds mission statement. Click on that. That will give you a little bit of information about our 2-decade-plus history, as well as more details about how Needy Meds supports itself. Thanks so much. So another question coming in, what do you do if you're not eligible for a patient assistance program? That's a great question. So as everybody may remember, under that drop-down menu on the top left-hand side, that is where the patient assistance programs live. The reason they're there is because by far they provide the most cost savings for those looking for help affording brand name medications. And what you would do is you click on that Healthcare Savings tab. When that drops down, you'll see a link on the top left for brand name drugs. Click that and see if there's a cost savings drug available for you. Now, remember, if you have difficulty finding what you need, if you don't have access to the internet or computer, you can always reach out to our call center experts and they'd be happy to help you with this. So anyway, let's say you find one or a handful of patient assistance programs, but unfortunately you're not qualified to apply. Well, there are a number of options. One of the things I suggest always starting your search with is on the front of needymeds.org on the left-hand side, you will see a drug field search. You could type in the name of the drug, be it generic or name brand, and what will happen is the results from that search will yield all of the cost savings programs available. Some of the ones you might be connected to, in addition to patient assistance programs, are coupons and rebates, the diagnosis-based assistance program section, or even government programs. You can also find all of those options on your own under that healthcare savings tab. So if you don't qualify for a patient assistance program, again, check out the coupons and rebates section, diagnosis based assistance program pages. You might want to visit our diagnosis information pages as well. And check out our government programs section. You can search by state to see if there are any programs in your state that will help residents afford their medications. Now, if none of those are an option, you can always rely on the Needy Meds drug discount card to see if you can be granted a savings that way. I want to stress again, if I haven't already, not to hesitate to reach out to our call center counselors. Not only could they exhaust all of the options for you, but if none of those work, they would be happy to refer you to a partnering organization. Thanks so much for that question and giving me the opportunity to offer some additional assistance for those looking for help affording a brand name medication. So another question coming in is where do I go on the Needy Meds website to find generic meds? So that's a great question. They are actually located in the same category. That's the top left category under the healthcare savings tab. You will find a link for $4 generic drug discount programs. You can search what pharmacies in your state participate in this $4 generic drug discount program. Now, although it is called the $4 generic drug discount program, keep in mind that most participating pharmacies actually will give the patient the drug with a valid prescription for between $4 to up to about $16 for a 30, 60, or 90-day supply. I just want to stress that because we pride ourselves on being transparent, and the fact that it is called a $4 generic drug discount program may be a little bit misleading. That is a term from way back when this was originally started by one national pharmaceutical chain. So another question coming in, and after this question, this is a perfect question to wrap it up with. We are going to wrap up the question segment, as I do try to keep it brief. And the question was, when is the helpline open? So again, the Needy Meds toll-free helpline, and you can see that on the bottom left-hand of the screen, 1-800-503-6897 is available weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, we're located in Massachusetts, so keep in mind that's Eastern time. And yes, we do have Spanish-speaking counselors. So with that, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy day to join us to learn a little bit more about Needy Meds. We hope you follow us on social media and sign up for some future webinars. For now, thanks so much and have a happy and healthy rest of the day.